Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lee Lohman Arena on the campus of St. Ambrose University for the Tachikara Men's Intercollegiate Volleyball National Tournament. 4 teams left to go here on TV 11. A lot of action to come in the national tournament. I'm Matt Vito. Alongside me, Kristen Vito, the Davenport Assumption heads volleyball coach. Kristen, it's going to be some big games today.
Oh, this is going to be a big game, Matt. Park was coming in as the #1 seed, but Lindenwood's beat them 3 times this year. So this is what it all comes down to. The national tournament, you know, it's kind of like going to the Sweet 16 for the NCAA basketball tournament. Same thing here, same type of caliber. These guys have been looking for this all year. This is what they worked for all year, so this is going to be a great match between these 2 teams.
Stay tuned for national tournament volleyball right here on TV 11.
Regular programming will not be seen, so that we may bring you the following live TV 11 sports exclusive.
From the campus of St. Ambrose University off the banks of the Mississippi River in Davenport, Iowa, you're watching NAIA Men's Intercollegiate Volleyball in the Tachikara National Tournament. And thank you for tuning in to St. Ambrose TV 11. I'm Matt Vito with Kristen Vito. We've got a lot of action for you today. In the first game, a semifinal round matchup, the Park University Pirates going up against a tough Lindenwood University Lions team. And you're in the national tournament, Kristen. You've been here before. You used to be the assistant coach for Marycrest International University. You've seen this. What is the atmosphere like in the national tournament?
Well, this is just exciting, Matt. This is what, you know, the guys have practiced for all year, and it's just, it's exciting. It's just a pumped-up atmosphere. It's a fast-paced game and just a very momentum game, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a very powerful game today.
Well, we talked about how this game is really looking to match up to be one of the best in this national tournament thus far. You've got Park University, who came in as the #1 seed, a very tough team. And then on the other side, you've got Lindenwood College. And you take a look at the national tournament qualifiers here. Cardinal Stritch and St. Ambrose University were eliminated in the quarterfinals. So remaining here, it's Park University, California Baptist, Missouri Baptist, and Lindenwood University. But Park and Lindenwood has gotten Park's number 3 times.
That's right, you know, but they say in tournament play anything can happen, and I'm predicting this match is going to go 5 games today, and I'll be kind of disappointed if it doesn't. I think, you know, it's going to be pretty tough for Lindenwood to take Park in 3 games today. So I'm predicting this is going to be a long match today.
Well, this is all that these guys have been waiting for and more here at the national tournament. A tremendous opportunity for St. Ambrose University to host this, and I know that Bruce Billingsley, the head volleyball coach for St. Ambrose University, did a lot in setting all of this up, and I'm sure everybody here at SAU and TV 11 is appreciative of that. Right now, we're going to send it down to the floor for your starting lineups and national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lee Lohman Arena here at St. Ambrose University. Today's first matchup will be between the Lindenwood Lions and the Park University Pirates here at the semifinals matchup of the 2003 Tachikara Men's NAIA Division II National Invitational Tournament. At this time, we'd like to please ask you to rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the red hearts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red blaze, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
It is time to announce the teams, and we'll start out by recognizing the non-starters. We'll start out with the Lindenwood Lions. Number 6, Matt Culpin. Number 7, Ben Nelson. Number 10, Rinaldo Knowles. Number 12, Josh Young. Number 13, Andre Osmond. Number 14, Derek Abel. Number 19, Mason Fisher. And number 30, Tim Zambo. Now for the non-starters for the Park Pirates. Number 3, Mladen Bundalo. Number 7, Kelvin Bush. Number 9, Marcelo De Ugarte. Number 10, Jeff Peterson. Number 11, Wilfredo Ponce. Number 12, Walker Swan. And number 14, Aaron Anderson. It's now time to start the starting lineup for the Lindenwood Lions. Starting at center, a junior from San Antonio, Texas, wearing number 1, Eddie Dahl. At libero, a junior from Kapau, Hawaii, wearing number 2, Devin Horry. At middle hitter, a freshman from Wheaton, Illinois, wearing number 3, Ryan Nicholas. A defensive specialist, a sophomore from West Chicago, Illinois, wearing number 4, Mike Lasky. An outside hitter, a senior from Pompano Beach, Florida, wearing number 8, Mike DePiro. At middle hitter, a junior from Pompano, California, wearing number 11, Andrew Mack. And at right side hitter, a junior from San Antonio, Texas, wearing number 18, Mike Hickman. Head coach for the Lindenwood Lions, Ron Young. Assistant coaches, Zach Young, Delane, Mizell, and Seth Billings. Now for the starters for the Park Pirates. And outside hitter, a freshman from Accra, Ghana, number 1, Seydou Janico. At middle hitter, a freshman from Garus, Brazil, wearing number 2, Marco Aurelio. At middle hitter, a freshman from Ottawa, Canada, wearing number 4, Eduardo Coria. At middle hitter, a senior from Americana, Brazil, wearing number 5, Fabricio Teixeira. And outside hitter, a senior from Lee Summit, Missouri, wearing number 6, Sky Gosovich. And at center, a junior from Garla, Brazil, wearing number 8, Gustavo Rocha. Head coach for the Park Pirates, Bertil Valmalink, and assistant coach Lorenzo Barintes. The officials for today's matchup, Larry Golvig and Dan Hauser.
Nicely done in the starting lineups. We're just about set to go. Park University taking on the Lindenwood University Lions in the first game of our triple header broadcast here on TV 11. A lot of action to come. Missouri Baptist and California Baptist will battle after this game. Game time is slated for 2 p.m. So stick around for that after this one. And men's intercollegiate volleyball national tournament action. And then at 7 p.m. we'll bring you the championship game. It'll be the winners of the 2 semifinal rounds. Talking about Park University, Kristen, we see that basically they stay with the same starting 6. They're not ones to rotate in and out, as you saw in a game in the quarterfinal round. Park taking on the, actually battling in that game against St. Ambrose, stuck with the same 6, didn't need to rotate in and out.
Right, they probably just felt that, they had something clicking there, and I guess why change something? Don't fix it if it's not broke, and those 6 were doing an outstanding job, so stick with them, and someone starts to make a mistake, go ahead and sub them in and out, but you got 6 that are doing the job, keep them in there and keep that rhythm going.
Park University gets a lot of talent from outside the United States, and one of the biggest guys all season for them has been a young man by the name of Seydou Ajanaku. And he is wearing number 1 on the court. And he is one of those tough hitters that you always hear about in men's volleyball. Oh,
he is amazing. He gets off that floor, and I tell you what, I would not want to be behind there trying to dig that ball, because he gets up there and he puts it away, and they're going to go to him a lot today, I have a feeling. He's a strong hitter. He's very consistent, and you'll see him get a lot of kills out there today.
He had 13 against St. Ambrose University in the first matchup of the quarterfinal rounds, those coming on Friday. Yesterday, Seydou had 13 kills against St. Ambrose, as St. Ambrose fell in 3 straight, 30-17, 30-14, and 30-20. And then it was all Park again against the Missouri Baptist Spartans in the final game of the quarterfinals last night. And Seydou, again, 15 kills. This guy is a force to be reckoned with. Things are just about ready to go on the court. And one thing you can see, it appears right now that if just on the court, you may see Park having a little bit of a height advantage over Lindenwood. But sometimes it doesn't matter how tall you are. If you can jump, you can jump.
Exactly. I was just going to say that, Matt. I tell you what, you could be 6'5" and go up against a, 6-footer, and he may out-jump you because he might just have that vertical on him.
Sky Gosevich set to serve. And the jump serve, and it's going to go into the nets. Lindenwood will take it.
You're going to be seeing these guys serve real aggressive against each other today. That's where they're going to try and get their points off some ace serves.
Eddie Dahl on the serve, a jump serve, nice. Receive from Gosevich, spike chance over. No, it's saved. Saved in by Dahl. Tip over by DePiro. And here's a big block. Getting up and blocking that one down is Andrew Mack, but it's going to go off of him, they're going to say, and out of bounds. So Park gets a point on that. It's 1-1. Set for the serve is Marco Aurelio. Jump serve over the net. And that's going to be an ace. Mark Lasky couldn't handle it on the other end.
You're going to see a lot with these guys, too. They're going to look like they're going to have a powerful serve with that jump serve, and they're just going to tap it over and do a little jump floater with that. And that's what he got, an ace serve off that one right there.
Aurelio, jump serve. Nice shot from the libero in the back. Playing libero is Devin Horry for Lindenwood. There's a spike. Good receive by Sky Gosevich. A nice dig, but this one is going to go out off of Park. Lindenwood gets a point now. So far, evenly matched, 2-2. Into the game is Mason Fisher, and he will replace Mark Lasky. On the serve for Lindenwood, it's DePiro. Getting it over, and the receive from Collier. Set from Rocha. Big attack, and is he going to get a kill? No, they're going to say it goes long. Shooting long was Collier on that, so Lindenwood goes up 3-2 early on.
Park was trying to get a touch off that, but obviously they didn't get that touch, so.
DePiro with the floater. Try from Seydoux, no good. Blocked again, and this one is going to fall in for Lindenwood. Coming up with that block assist for Lindenwood was Mike Hickman. It's DePiro on the serve. This one going out. That's going to be an error, and Park will have it.
As you're going to see, Matt, with this match, the momentum's going to change from here and there. One block, one ace serve, and the momentum's going to change from team to team.
Eduardo Collier on the jump serve. It's over, and received by Fisher. Fisher tries to fire it down and trying to save this one. It was Sky Gosevich. He cannot. It's going to be Lindenwood's. 5-3, Lindenwood lead here in the first game. Derek Abel will serve. Abel set. Firing over, and the receive by Gosevich. Here comes Ajanaku. That one's going to fall on in for the kill. Talk about your powerful hits. There's the first of many you're going to see today.
That's for sure, Matt.
Ajanaku will get to serve. 5-4 in favor of Park. Big fire. That's going to be an error. It's going to go out the back. It's going to be 6-4 in favor of Lindenwood, rather, leading right now early on. Serves over. Received by Collier. Big spike from Ajanaku. That one will fall in. Another kill.
I tell you what, Matt, that guy, he is a powerful hitter. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight, and that's going to be one person you're going to want to watch all day because he's going to have a lot of kills out there.
Receive on the other end by DePiro. DePiro on the attack. And a kill try. That's going to be another point for Lindenwood. Spike falling off the block and out. So Lindenwood has a 7-5 lead. Set up. Here's Ajanaku getting blocked. That one's going to go out. So another big block by Lindenwood.
That was a great hustle by Park, coming off that block like that and hustling after it. One thing about these men's teams, they don't give up. They'll go all out after to get that ball.
Kill try and another block coming. Unfortunately, we have unspecified numbers on our roster here for Lindenwood. We hope to get those for you here shortly. Here's a set try. Ajanaku, a nice tap over.
Lindenwood was all ready for him to come up with that big kill, and he read those blockers, and he just tipped it right in that little hole right there.
Eddie Dahl and Mike Hickman come back into the game for Lindenwood. Park still yet to sub. Back to serve, it's Gustavo Rocha. Jump serve over. The receive by Lasky. Diving try by Ajanaku. Nice dig, saved it up. The attack, here's Ajanaku punching that one over. Kill try, and that's going to be using the blocker. Marco Aurelio blocked out on that one. Off a big spike from Hickman. 10-6, you're starting to see why Lindenwood has beaten Park 3 times. They don't necessarily always gain that momentum, but they stay strong.
They don't make many mistakes, Matt, and that's what's keeping them alive right now.
Jump serve from Ronaldo Knowles on the other end, but this one's going to be another point for Park now. Starting to answer, 10-7, a 3-point Lindenwood lead. There's Gustavo. Rather, this is going to be Sky Gosovic serving. Jump serve, it's over. Received by the libero, Devin Horry. Kill try, but a nice dig by Gosovic on the other end. It's not going to matter. It's going to fall on out, 11-7. Eddie Dahl, jump serve. That's going to be an ace. Knocked it off, Sky Gosovic tried to dig it out. He could not. It's going to be an ace for Lindenwood.
Those are some tough serves to receive, and sometimes you just can't get those up.
Dahl again on the serve. Receive from Gosovic, and that's going to be powering it down. Andrew Mack. And that's going to call for a timeout. Lindenwood, now you start to sense a little bit of momentum in their favor. They lead 13-7 here in the first game.
I tell you what, Park College, right choice to make a timeout right there. Lindenwood's got the momentum. Call a timeout, bring his team back together, and hopefully, kind of ice the other team serving at you right now and get a little confidence out there in Park.
Well, you saw Gosovic go up for that, trying to spike it in the face of Andrew Mack. One of the things, though, is Andrew Mack is tremendously tall, and he totally was right there for that one.
That's right.
Mack powers it out.
And that's where the hitter has to read the blocker there. You have to kind of see where your blocker's coming up, and that's kind of the setter's job as well, to kind of see where your blockers are at, who the strong blockers are at, and go to the opposite hitter so you can kind of get around that block.
Back to action, 13-7 in favor of Lindenwood here in the first semifinal matchup we'll bring to you today on St. Ambrose TV 11. It's Eddie Dahl getting set to serve. Dahl over, received by Gosovic. Set up, firing that one down as Collier, but a nice dig. And this is going to be a try failed by Mike Hickman and out.
Had a little miscommunication there on the Lindenwood side. Wasn't sure who was going to take that ball, but that happens a lot in volleyball. You got 6 people on the court, and everyone kind of has to know where their spot is, and no one really, stood up to the challenge and took that ball over.
Aurelio to serve for Park. Fires it over. Received by Horry. Setting a spike. That one's going to fall off. The Park University defenders. Andrew Mack will get a kill for that. He can block. He can spike. He's tall. From the back row here to serve is DePiro with a floater. The spike's going to go long. Kill try by Fabricio Texiera, no good. 15-8.
Park's going to have to get a side out here real soon to get them back in the game here.
Jump serve from DePiro. And another powerful kill by Andrew Mack. That one came hard off the receive. Mack took advantage of it. One-shot kill. That's a left serve, and that's going to fall in. Mike DePiro, imagine if you can perfect something like that, hitting the net and dropping it in every time.
Oh, I tell you what, that's just something that you cannot practice in a practice. You can't practice that type of game situation, and you never know where that ball is going to fall when it comes off that net. So that's a great serve if you can get it down.
And that's actually one of the want to say brand new, but one of the newer rules in NAIA intercollegiate volleyball. You can actually hit the net on a serve, something you weren't able to do before.
Correct.
Jump serve. And a nice tap. That one nearly fell in for Texiera, but a nice job by Lindenwood to keep it going. Here's Ajanaku getting it over. Hori setting it up from the back row. Mack trying for the spike. Nothing. And a big block in front again by Texiera. Nothing there, however. Texiera on the attack. Set, and Texiera will power it down, but Park coming up with this one.
They call the net violation. And this is a break I think Park's going to need. Kind of turn the momentum here, hopefully get a couple good serves in here.
17-9. Lindenwood has the lead. Jump serve over. Ori in the back row, and there is Ajanaku with the kill.
That's a big kill right there for Park. They're going to need that, kind of get that momentum going, get the guys pumped up out there. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of change right here, kind of make it a little bit closer game.
Collier on the serve. Here it comes. And there is Texiera trying to fire it down. Lindenwood keeping it alive. Set up to Ajanaku. Receiving that dig was DePiero. Hori trying to keep it alive. Dahl fires it over, but he's going to draw ceiling. It's not going to find its place. And Park getting another break.
That's some great hustle out there. They're not going to give up. That's one good thing about this. Tell you what,
Timeout call.
This is a great timeout by Lindenwood. Like I said, momentum can change within seconds in this game, and Park's got the momentum going, so Lindenwood's going to call timeout, regroup their team, and hopefully slow down Park a little bit out there.
Well, one thing, if you're new to volleyball here in the Quad City community, well, first we'll talk about our results that we had in the quarterfinals. It was Park University all over St. Ambrose, the hosting team. St. Ambrose getting an automatic bid. Park knocking off St. Ambrose, and then it was Missouri Baptist doing the same thing to knock St. Ambrose out of this tournament. Park University coming back in three very close matches with Mo Bab, but Park University just a shy bit better. In the other pool, we see Cal Baptist knocking off Cardinal Stritch in the first round pretty handily. Lindenwood came back and knocked off Stritch, knocking them out of the tournament, and California Baptist earning its spot, just getting ahead of Lindenwood in 3 games. But a lot of very good teams, probably the 4 best teams left here in the national tournament.
Oh, definitely. They're definitely the 4 best teams. And like I said, I'll be surprised if these matches don't go at least 4 games each, because it's going to be tough. Yesterday, it's, quarterfinals, but tonight, this is what it's all down to. And these guys are going to work hard every game. And they should go 4 games at least for each match.
Collier drawing net on his serve. It's Lindenwood on the other end. Jump serve. And this attack try going long, and there on Sky Gosovic. Serving is Derek Abel. Abel jumps and fires, drawing net. Received by Gosovic. Set up, here's Ajanaku going long again, trying to shoot that right corner. He's had some trouble with that so far today. 20-11 the score, Lindenwood on top. Jump serve from Abel. Received by Gosovic. Kill try, and that's going to be a carry in the back row. Marco Aurelio could not get his hand closed to punch that one over. And another timeout called, trying to work that momentum. 21-11. Park is down to Lindenwood University right now. And you look at these 2 teams, Kristen, and it's hard to believe that the way that Park plays, they're a tough team. And the way that Lindenwood plays, I mean, it's hard to believe that it would be so uneven that Lindenwood has taken 3 games, 3 out of the 3 games they played in the regular season. I would have thought that these teams would have at least split.
I'm really surprised about that too, Matt. They're very evenly balanced skill-wise, and the only thing I can think of is, like I said, Lindenwood must have got a couple good breaks here and there, and once you get into a team's head, it's kind of hard to come back. Like right now, Lindenwood's kind of working away at Park right out there, and sometimes it's tough to come back, and they must have just got Park on a couple off days, because they're very evenly matched, in my opinion.
Will it come down to who makes the fewer errors, you think?
That's exactly what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to who makes the fewest hitting errors out there.
Here is Abel on the serve, received in the back row by Aurelio. Set up, and here's Ajanaku getting blocked. Block assist. Mike Hickman in the area. 22-11, Lindenwood leading on just about ready to take this first game. They've got momentum, but now this could change it as Abel serves long. Park now with control, 22-12. Park down by 10. And 10 points is not necessarily hard to overcome in men's volleyball.
And especially in rally scoring, let's serve here or there, serve out of bounds.
Ajanaku netting the serve.
It's a good and bad thing about rally scoring. Everything counts. You got to work real hard, everything. But if you got a big lead, you can usually keep it. It's a close game and go either way.
Tim Zambo, number 30, into the game for Lindenwood. Lindenwood on the serve. Miscommunication at the net and a little touch pass over. Setting that one on a dump, no good. Park keeping it alive, doing a nice job. Setting this one up and firing long, and out was Lindenwood. 23-13. Park now on the move, trying to take advantage of every Lindenwood error. Texiera on the serve. Receive in the back by Fisher. Kill try by Fisher, nothing there. And this one's gonna fall on in.
That's the one thing Park's gonna want to try and stay away from a little bit is giving those easy passes over to Lindenwood, because they're gonna put them right down at him.
Getting set to serve is Lindenwood. Here's Lasky. Lasky floating it over. Kill try, nothing there. Good block up front. Here's Ajanaku. That's going to go Lindenwood's way.
That's going to be a back row attack, Matt. He was over the 10-foot line before he made contact with the ball, so it's going to be a side out for Lindenwood.
Lasky on the serve. Back pass. And firing that one down. It's going to be out, however. Sky Gosevich trying to take advantage of the opportunity. Right now, Lindenwood has put the Pirates in danger of dropping their first game. Lasky gets it over. Kill try, Aurelio, nothing there. Trying to tap that one over, he just did mishandle a little bit, was Lasky. Going up to try and touch a little one over, 26-14, Lindenwood leaves.
He saw those blockers going up and he was reading those blockers and trying to place it right over the top of them right there.
Park coming right back with a big point.
It's an excellent aggressive serve.
(26-15). Lindenwood leading. Here a serve long and out by Gustavo Rocha.
In these situations, you really don't want to miss too many serves, especially with rally scoring. And with Park being down like this, you really want to get those serves in.
27-15, jump serve. Ronaldo Knowles has it received. Powering that one down, it's going to be in. Marco Aurelio getting a kill. Park just hanging tight.
They're definitely not giving up, that's for sure. They're working hard, trying to get every little thing to count out there.
Gosevich will serve for Park. Jump serve, that one is going to be long, wisely let go by Lasky in the back row. So Eddie Dahl will serve for the Lindenwood Lions, up 28-16. Jump serve received by Texiera. And that one is going to fall in for Collier. Using the blocker, getting a kill. Aurelio on the serve. Back row, it's Horry. Setting up is Dahl, and trying to punch that one down was DePuro. They're going to call the net on that. 28-18. Lindenwood leads. Park needs a 10-point rally here. Jump serve, Aurelio. Received by Lasky, set up by Dahl. Here comes the spike, and that's going to fall in. Mike Hickman getting the kill. 29-18. Lindenwood here on game point. Game point serve. It's going to come from DePuro. setting up, and they're going to get that one over. Park just did push that one over. It was Fabricio Texiera.
He just overpowered those blockers up there. And, you know, right now, Park just has to kind of one by one point there and hopefully keep Lindenwood set at 29 here and kind of work their way back in it.
Horry in the back row, keeping it going. This shot's going to go long, so Park still does keep it alive. Mason Fisher shooting long.
Nice thing about this, too, you have to win by 2, Matt, in this game. So, you know, this is probably what Park's doing. They're just going to kind of 1 point at a time and kind of hopefully wear down Lindenwood out there.
Here's Collier serving, hitting the net, getting it to drop in. Park still alive, 29-21, and even if they don't come away with this game, they're going to have at least a little bit of momentum going into that second game.
They are. They're going to have that momentum going in. Hopefully capture that second game if they don't come out with this first one here.
Collier set to serve. Serving crucial here. Jump serve, Horry on the receive. Tapping this one over was Fisher. Here on a kill try. Nothing. Horry back there for the dig. Touch over. This one is in danger of hitting out of bounds. Now it's Ajanaku firing it down. Horry, a nice dig in the other end. That's going to go long, and Park still maintaining this bit of momentum. And that's going to call for a timeout from Lindenwood, trying to stop the bleeding. The Park Pirates have come battling back 29-22.
I tell you what, this is probably the most mistakes I've seen Lindenwood make in a couple side outs here. And I tell you, that's what it takes. And Park's going to keep serving aggressive, and that's what they have to do right now. And that was a good timeout call by the Lindenwood coach. Kind of slow down Park a little bit, regroup Lindenwood out there, and this could go right down to the wire. Like I said, you got to win by 2 out there.
Does it get a little more nerve-wracking when you get to this point where you know you have a chance to come all the way back after the team you're playing has gotten 29? I mean, this has certainly happened many times before.
Oh, exactly. And like I said, one mistake here or there, and that's going to be the match, or the game right there. So you got to be very sound out there and be aggressive. You don't want to take away that aggressiveness because that's when you start making mistakes. So you got to stay aggressive out there.
29-22. Lindenwood on top. Park on a big run. Here's Collier set to serve. Jump serve, and it's going to be long. So Park serving away the game, but nonetheless a very impressive effort from Park University in the closing points of the first game. So Lindenwood takes the first game 30-22. And while we have this time, we've assembled the quarterfinals. And let's recap how the final 4 teams got here to the semifinal rounds in 1 minute. The 1 minute to the semifinal rounds. Park University taking on Lindenwood. And Park University fell to Lindenwood, and here we go. Things would go as expected in the opener. The Fighting Bees would look to dominate early, but Seydou Ajanaku would shake off an early mistake and lead Park to a 3-game victory with 13 kills in the match. California Baptist and the CCVA Conference Champions Cardinal Stritch. It would be all Cal Bap, and Miguel Monterola would have 13 kills and 7 digs in the 3-game victory over Stritch. Ambrose and Missouri Baptist. SAU's Francisco Marion had 5 kills, trying to lead the Bees to a win, but Coach John Yelling would have none of it, as Toplika Popovich would have 19 kills. And look at Jerry Barnes. He was pumped. Missouri Baptist takes it easily in 3. Stritch and Lindenwood. Mike Hickman would lead the Lions to a 3-game victory with 9 kills in the match. And more Lindenwood, this time versus Cal Bap. They would become the first 2-0 team in the tournament, defeating the Lions in 3. And then Pool A finishing as expected with the Pirates from Park taking the 3-game victory over Missouri Baptist. Fabricio Texiera and Ajanaku leading the way as expected, and that was your quarterfinal rounds in 1 minute. Right now we are at St. Ambrose University, a break in our first semifinal round. Park University falling to Lindenwood in the first game. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with more action. Back at Lee Loman Arena, we're in the first semifinal round of the Tachikara Men's Intercollegiate NAIA National Tournament. And as you saw early, Lindenwood jumping out to a quick 1-game lead over Park. They lead 1-0. Kristen, this is the advantage that Lindenwood has fed off of, getting that first game and trying to move from there.
A lot of times that's the key to winning the whole match, is getting that first game. You kind of keep that momentum, getting the other team's head a little bit. But so what, I think Park's too good of a team. They have too many good hitters out there to let Lindenwood get by with the next game. I have a feeling Park's going to grab this second game here. They have to stay aggressive, keep hitting hard, and They have to quit making so many mistakes, I think, out there. Lindenwood, that's why they won the first game. They made very few mistakes out there, and Park just needs a little more confidence out there.
The first already, Eddie Dahl serving long for Lindenwood. So Park will take it. Service from Collier. Dig from the back row by Horry. Nice set and a kill try by Hickman is stopped. Here's Ajanaku getting blocked, and this one is going to go out. Park has it now, leading 2-0. Collier in the back row, getting set to serve. Takes his time, jump serve. Back row, Horry on the receive. Tip up from Dahl. Spike try, Hickman's gonna get that one to fall on in. He gets a kill. Shooting that corner, about as close as you can get.
That's a very tough shot there, Matt. You're normally gonna get a kill off that if you can hit that back corner, because defensively it's hard to get back there.
Serve from Dahl, a floater, and that's gonna be net. They're gonna call Park hitting the net here. Fabricio Texiera argues his case.
I might have to agree with him on that one. I think that was the ball hitting the net over there and not his hand. So it's tough to call men's volleyball. It's a quick game, and the refs kind of have to go with their instincts.
Floater in the back row serve from DePiro. This one is going to go long, and Lindenwood will take it now. DePiro on the serve. It's over. Floats it. Spike try, here comes Ajanaku, and that one is going to go the way of Park. Saying netting on that one was Andrew Mack. So Ajanaku will serve. Ajanaku has served to the net a couple times already today. Jump serve, here it comes, it's over. Nice dig in the back by DePiro, and Mack cannot finish, spiking into the net.
That was a great aggressive serve. You serve that aggressive at their back row people, hopefully they're not going to get a good pass up to that center right there. They didn't have a good set to their hitter.
Ajanaku jump serve. Dahl passing it up and getting it over. Nice dig by Horry in the back row. Set try, and that time Horry could not dig it out. Give him kudos for the first time, but this time Sky Gossovich just a little bit too hard of a hitter.
Park's looking a lot stronger right now with their hitters. They're hitting aggressive, they're hitting with confidence, and you can tell that out right there right now. Getting quite a few kills.
You can also tell why Horry is the back row specialist for Lindenwood. Done a lights out job today.
He's doing a great job out there. Reading the headers real well, reading their blockers real well.
This one is going to fall in. That's going to be a kill for Mason Fisher. Dropping it in for Lindenwood. Substitution, Andrew Mack and Horry will come out of the game for Lindenwood. Derek Abel is back in. Eddie Dahl also in. Here's Abel on the jump serve. Received by Park. Set try, here comes Ajanaku, long again, trying to shoot that left corner. Cannot put it in. Lindenwood coming back now. Locked at 5. Here's Abel, jump serve. Over, receive in the back by Aurelio. And this one's going to fall in again. The Lindenwood fans starting to get into this one. Seems like Lindenwood has the dominant number of fans right now. Trying to feed off that atmosphere of the Lions. Jump serve, nice receive from Aurelio in the back, and another big kill. That one's gonna go out though. And again, Fabricio Texiera is not happy with the call.
Wow, I tell you what, that looked in up here. Like I said though, we don't make the calls up here, but that was an amazing hit. I almost would have gave it to him just for that fact.
Yeah. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, they say. Jump serve from Abel, and that's going to be heading up and hitting the net by Lindenwood. So Park will take it. Now here's where you stop the bleeding. You got to get a run going here. It's going to be in the hands of Texiera. Ajanaku relatively quiet for Park in this game thus far. Jump serve is going to fall out. Substitutions into the game. Josh Young, number 17, just picking up his number. Changed his number before he came to the national tournament. The roster was not changed, so we apologize for that. But Josh Young is wearing number 17, and Ryan Nicholas is wearing number 5 as opposed to number 3 for the Lindenwood Lions. Aurelio powers that one in using the blocker.
That was a great read by the setter and the hitter. The blockers went up, hitter went up after him. That's a great play right there. You want to read those blockers. They knew those blockers were coming up. They figured he was going in for a middle hit, came over the top of the blockers.
Horry is into the game for Lindenwood. Jump serve, receiving the back row by DePuro. Firing that one down is Nicholas. Nothing there. Ajanaku trying to answer. Set, and that is going to be a huge block assist. Two guys getting in on there, Aurelio and Collier. So Park has side out.
Oh, it looks like they're going to call it out of bounds over there. Line judge called it in. Down ref called it out. Down ref can overrule the line judges.
So Park, thinking that they just had a big point and arguing to no avail now, is Gossevich.
Tell you what, Park's not catching many breaks out there right now with these refs.
Unhappy with that is Gossevich, visibly unhappy. Don't want to get thrown out of this game, especially when you've got 6 guys that you maintain on the court majority of the time for Park. Trying for a float serve from the back was Lasky, nothing there. Hitting the net. Substitution into the game for Lindenwood, Mike Hickman. Gossevich set for the serve. It's a 9-8 Lindenwood lead. Jump serve and over. Received by Lasky. Kill try. That one is going off of Aurelio. He says, my bad. Lions getting a point for that now, taking a 2-point lead, 10-8. Lindenwood University coming out of St. Charles, Missouri. Here's Knowles. Jump serve, netting. Now Aurelio will try and take advantage of the air.
This is the type of game that I was kind of hoping for in the first game. You know, Rogue back and forth, aggressive hits here and there. And this is what I think it's going to be like this the rest of the match. So this is what I was looking for in the first game.
Jump serving over from Aurelio. Horry on the receive. Touch over and dropping was Mike Hickman, getting that one to fall in.
That's a great read there, Matt. He knew those blockers were coming up. Just a nice, easy roll shot over the top of the block. Hit that hole right there in the middle of the defense.
Jump serve by Dahl. Ajanaku now making his presence felt, firing it off of Lasky. Lasky had nothing he could do there. A big kill from Ajanaku.
Tell you what, Matt, that is amazing. And I would not want to be Lindenwood back there playing defense against that. Because you might as well just stand there and say, here you go, because there's no way you're going to pick that ball up. Park needed that right here to get them going again.
On the receive for Lasky, setting up is Gossevich. Firing that one down, but nothing there for Texiera. Punching this one over is DePuro. Here's Ajanaku fighting with DePuro over the net, and it's going to go Park's way. DePuro asking for an explanation from the up ref. He gets it, but he's not happy.
I think he might have caught his hand coming down off that block, kind of caught it across the net, and that's what the up ref called there.
So nonetheless, a point for Park. 11-11, we're locked up here in game 2. Jump serve from Collier. It's over. Receiving the back by Lasky. Horry's just going to punch this one over. And another powerful try by Ajanaku. And he is going to get that one off the block.
That was a very powerful hit, Matt. He was able to drop it down between the net and the 2 blockers on that one. And that's tough to do when you got 2 strong blockers going against. So that hit had to be coming in there really hard.
It came off a block assist from Gustavo Rocha. Or rather, off of DePuro, rather. So now Park trying to enjoy this lead. A brief lead, 12-11 right now. Set up from Dahl, and a powerful kill by Mike Hickman.
Park had a little trouble getting their middle blocker out there with their outside blocker. The hitter, read that and went right between the 2 blockers.
Mason Fisher replaces Lasky for Lindenwood. Set up from Dahl, and there is what Andrew Mack does best, dropping that one down for the kill. 13-12, Lindenwood getting that lead back. Lindenwood hasn't had much trouble coming back after falling down. Park not being able to get that momentum going. Here's Horry, a nice punch over, but Ajanaku is not going to have anything else happen there as he finishes it quickly with a kill. And he'll go serve.
He read their defense well. He saw that their middle back was pushed over to the right side of the court. He read it and took the left side of the court away.
Ajanaku jump serve. That one's long. Lindenwood will take it. Uncharacteristic errors from Seydou Ajanaku in this game for Park. In fact, he only had 2 attacking errors in game 1 of the quarterfinals.
You know, he might be a little tired after a long day yesterday, coming out playing the first game today. It's tough, you know, and I think he's going to overcome that. I think you're going to see him get a little bit stronger, a little more confident as the match goes on this morning.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be a major factor in the closing points of this match. I do agree. You can't silence him for long. From the back, it's Abel on the jump serve. Getting it over, that one's going to go long. Getting out of the way was Aurelio and letting that one fall on in. 15-14. Lindenwood is still on top by 1. Texiera will serve. Jump serve and over. Touch and a little of a dump over by Ryan Nicholas. Park couldn't handle it.
Lindenwood's doing a really good job of reading Park's blockers out there. They're kind of knowing where their blockers are going, and they're using that to their advantage. They're picking up on where their blockers are going and either tipping it or hitting it through the block or, you know, taking it off the blockers to the outside.
Nicholas on the serve. Aurelio gets the better of Horry on that one as he kills it. More substitutions.
I think that's the first dig he's, you know, first hit he's misread all day. So he's doing a great job back there reading those hitters.
Mike Hickman with the game for Lindenwood. Jump serve by Rocha. Firing that one off the block was Nicholas, getting the kill. Substitutions again for Lindenwood. This is one of those things that Lindenwood can do. They can bring in fresh bodies here and there.
That's going to help them in the advantage too. If this game or if this match does go 5 games, they're going to have fresh bodies they can keep putting in out there, and they're all very talented kids out there.
Set for jump serve, it's floater, it's Lasky, getting it over. Set and trying to fire that one down was Gossevich, and another valiant effort by Horry, the libero for Lindenwood.
Tell you what, he is a hustler out there. He's playing some great defense. He's probably one of the best defensive players I've seen in quite a while.
Devin Horry, a junior from Kapu, Hawaii. I'm very confident I didn't pronounce that right. Spike on down for Mike Hickman. Jump serve received by Lasky. This one's going to go off of Park and out. DePiro getting the kill. Lindenwood now tying it, or now taking the lead, 18-17.
Like we were saying in the first game, Matt, Lindenwood doesn't make many mistakes out there, and I think that's what's, you know, preventing Park from getting a bigger lead on him.
Knowles in the serve, received by Gossevich. Going no further as Park, as DePiro fires that one down for the kill. Lindenwood coach Ron Young has to be happy right now with how Lindenwood is playing in this game. Receive in the back by Gossevich. Here's Seydou getting blocked at the front, but it's going to go out of bounds, so Park will have possession. On the serve, it's Aurelio. Jump serve, drops it in, Horry on the receive. Spike try, and that's going to be a kill for DePiro, one of the better and most renowned players for Lindenwood this season.
You know, man, I remember him playing back when I was coaching with Marycrest, and he was a strong player as a freshman and sophomore back when I was coaching at Marycrest, and he's just gotten even stronger yet. And he's a very tough player, very tough person to block out there when he's hitting.
Park getting a point here at the net, 22-19. Lindenwood has the lead. Yes, DePuro leading Lindenwood in kills this season with 318 in 96 games. Jump serve received by Lasky. Set up and trying to fire that one down was Hickman. He uses the blocker. Lindenwood getting a point now, taking a 2-point lead. Another advantage that Lindenwood has been using is playing from the top, almost both games entirely. Floating serve from the back row. Firing that one down off of DePuro's shoulder. It stays alive. That attack is going to be long from Fisher. So Seydou Ajanaku will serve for Park, trying to come back once again. Only down by 1 this time. Don't forget, I think they were down 29-15 and made it a game in the first one. Ajanaku jump serve. Received from Horry. And set up from DePuro. Max shot is long. Park now tying it up at 21.
I think if Park wants to take this game here, Matt, they're going to have to get a couple more points without getting a side out. They're going to have to make very few errors in the next 4 or 5 points here.
Ajanaku on the serve again. This is DePuro, keeping it alive as Park. Ajanaku, a nice dig in the back row by Dahl. Setting it up and trying to fire that one down was Texiera, nothing there. Big volley here. It's Mack faking the kill, and he thought it was going to go over the net. It did not fall over. And unfortunately for Lindenwood, Andre Osmond could do nothing about it.
That was just a little bit of miscommunication over there with Lindenwood. That's going to happen in tough games like this. Lindenwood coach making a good call by making a timeout right here. Hopefully kind of slow down Park a little bit, regroup his Lindenwood players out there. And this is going to, I think this game's going to come down right down to the wire.
Well, right now, 22-21, Park on top. Park favored the #1 seed, but as we've been speculating the whole time, it was Lindenwood all over Park during the regular season, pulling off 3 games. Do you think that that weighs in the mind at all on Park, or can you ever really entirely, as a coach, dismiss that?
Well, you know what? The way I always look at it is, you know, Lindenwood's probably coming out here thinking, okay, you know, we beat these guys 3 times. We're not going to have a problem. Hopefully they're not thinking like that. You know, hopefully they're coming out thinking we got to play them like they're any other team out there. And I'm hoping Park's coming out there saying, you know what, so what, they beat us 3 times. We can get this team. We're just as good as they are. And I'm hoping that's the way they're looking at it right now.
Well, I'm thinking of both. You look at both of these teams. There's a lot of experience on both of these teams. A lot of returning players, and they're going to pick it up. And I think that once you become kind of a veteran, you're exactly right. You don't play like, you don't think about the past. You play one game at a time.
And a lot of these guys, you know, and I remember seeing a lot of these guys from both teams at Nationals many years, you know, a couple years before, and they know what the atmosphere is like, and they know what they need to do out here to be winners out here.
Hickman on the attack, off the net. Park will take it. So Park now has a 2-point lead here in game 2. Jump serve from Ajanaku, and he nets again. Ajanaku netting on the serve. It's going to go the other way now. Lindenwood has a chance to capitalize. It's going to be Derek Abel serving from a jump serve position. Do you float it here? No, he's going to punch it over and he's going to net. 24-22. They hand one more point over to Park. Set to serve is Fabricio Texiera. Texiera jump serve. Received by DePuro. Set up by Dahl. Firing that one down and dropping it is Andre Osmond. Substitutions aplenty. Zambo in, along with Fisher. Number 30 and 19 respectively. Josh Young also back in for Lindenwood in the service position. Pops it over. Trying to fire that one down was Gossevich. He does use the blocker successfully out. 25-23. Park now 5 points away from taking game 2 and even in this thing up. Rocha on the serve. Received by DePuro. Dahl set and trying to kill that one over was Ryan Nicholas.
Tell you what, Park just can't seem to hold Lindenwood down here. Lindenwood's gonna keep fighting. They're not gonna let this game slip away from them.
So again, using the block is Lindenwood, fighting back. down by a point, and Lasky will serve. Floater over, and a nice receive, and a good second effort by Collier, but there is Zambo punching it down. 25-25, a barn burner in game 2. Mark Lasky floating it over, received by Gossevich, and another big block up front. Again, Nicholas this time, dropping it for Lindenwood. They still maintain possession, and there's a timeout called. Lindenwood has momentum.
Good timeout called by Park, trying to slow Lindenwood down a little bit, regroup his Park players. Tell you what, as my own experience as being a coach, you love these situations, but you hate them. It's very nerve-wracking, and I don't know, I always have a hard time sitting still, and you're out there kind of praying, hoping, you know, nothing's gonna go wrong out there, and it's fun, but it's very nerve-wracking at the same time.
You take a look at this defensive effort by Lindenwood, doing a nice job reading the attack, dropping it in, and Lindenwood right now, are you gonna see it often where probably one of your best servers is going to be on top of a big rally like this to close things out?
Yes, you
You
are.
always want it to fall that way.
Exactly, and you know, they're usually an aggressive server and a very consistent server, and that's what you're hoping. You're hoping that your odds are going to fall that way, that you're going to have your best server out there serving a situation like this.
Lasky floats the knuckler over. Gossevich on the receive. Here's Seydou Ajanaku dropping that one in. (26-26) tie. Park evening things up with that kill from Ajanaku. Jump serve from Gossevich. Received by Lasky. On the far side, now here's DePiro firing. And they dug it out. Park getting blocked. Here comes a kill try, and Lasky tried to dig it. It's not going to matter. Park coming up with the point nonetheless.
You know, Matt, the big key for these players out here is their adrenaline's really pumped up, and they have to make sure they stay under control and keep their team under control, and keep playing as a team. Don't get down on each other if a mistake happens. So this is going to be a key right here.
Jump serve long. Gossevich could not keep it within the boundaries. Lindenwood holding it up quickly, trying to take advantage of this. They'll pull the barrel out. They're going to go with Knowles on the serve. 27-27 tie. Knowles jump serve. It's over. Here is Ajanaku getting blocked by Mack at the net. Ajanaku again. This time it's going to go off of Mack and out. So Park will take it. Back and forth. Got to win by 2. 28-27. Park has the lead. Rally scoring sure does make things a lot more interesting.
Yes, it does. It makes the game a lot quicker, and everything counts out there.
Nice receive. Here's Aurelio trying to keep things alive. Stuck in the ceiling, bouncing around all over the place. They play it. Gossevich gets it off, and they get it over. Here's DePiro. Back to Gossevich. More ceiling action. Bouncing around like a Plinko cube. That's going to fall out.
Those are always so tough to read. You never know where that ball is going to bounce off and where it's going to land. And those are tough. They did a good job on the first one. Second one, they couldn't quite handle.
All sorts of lights and rafters here at Lee Lohman Arena. Keeps the ball up there for a significant amount of time. Ajanaku on the spike. Nice job by DePuro to punch that over, but they're going to say that he netted that one.
They're going to say that he actually lifted on that one.
So 29-28, that's a big point because now it gives service to Park, who has a chance now to take this game. With an ace, they're going to give it in the hands of Collier. See if he can do it here. The down ref having a conversation with the scores table. And we are set. So it's Collier set to serve for Park. This could be for game. Devin Horry, backcourt specialist, back in for Lindenwood in this position. They're going to get it to Lasky. Lasky on the receive. Here now is Hickman firing. Horry keeps it alive. And that is going to be a block up front. Mack could not power it through. A big block by Fabricio Texiera keeps things going. And so Park taking a big game.
That's a big game for Park. Now they're going to come back into this third game with huge momentum. Lindenwood's got to look out and say, hey, you know what? We're going 4 games for sure now. We've got to come back and get this third game from them.
Back at Lee Loman Arena, just about set now for game 3. We saw 2 very exciting games, 1 and 2. Lindenwood taking game 1, Park coming back in game 2, taking that one. And this might be what Park needs right here to take advantage of this momentum while they have it.
Oh, exactly. You know, they're pumped up now. They're fired up. They know they can beat Lindenwood now. They're hoping that, you know, with them getting beat the last 3 times, that this is going to be a change right here. And they didn't make too many mistakes out there this time, and I think that's what, you know, got them the game this past game. So this third game, it's always a tough third game. You got, you know, each team's 1-1, and you just wonder who's going to come out and get the first couple points. And I really think whoever comes out serving aggressive and hitting aggressive this game, that they're going to come out with the third game.
I'm going to put it out there that in this game, we saw a little bit of the battle there at the end of game 2 between Seydou Ajanaku and Andrew Mack of Lindenwood. I think those are going to be 2 of the big key figures, both lining up against each other right here at the net. Number 1 for Park is Ajanaku. Number 11 for Lindenwood is Mack. Those 2, both almost equal in stature, both just as powerful.
Oh, their jumping ability, they're powerful hitters, and they're going to battle between the 2 of them this rest of this match here.
Here we go, set for game 3 action. It's Eduardo Collier for Park getting set to serve. Here it comes. It's over. Lasky on the receive. Here's DePiro firing that one over, but a nice dig by Gossevich getting tangled up, and Collier may have come up lane. He got tangled up with Gustavo Rocha. 2 things may have happened there. It looked at first that Collier might have been favoring his hand, but secondly, I'm not sure he knew exactly who hit that one.
Exactly, a little miscommunication there. Both being very aggressive, just weren't talking between each other.
Here's Collier on the receive, firing that one over. That's a carry on DePiro. So Texiera will get a kill on that. 1-1 tie here in game 3. There will be a game 4 now since Park took game 2. Ajanaku on the serve. Gets this one over. Lasky on the receive. It's Dahl tipping it up, and Hickman trying to dump it over. Net call.
You know, Matt, one thing about this tournament is most of these teams have ran into each other. Like you said, you know, these guys have met up 3 times, you know, previous before this tournament. They really learn to know which player is going to go where, like what player hits where, and, you know, who serves what serve, and it works towards a benefit, you know, for the tournament. They can kind of ahead of time have, you know, their scouting report out and say, you know what, this guy's going to hit outside every time, this guy's going to hit line, this guy's going to try to hit corner, and they try and set up their defense according to those scouting reports and playing them previously in the season.
I think that's also going to come with senior status. When you've got guys that have played with each other for 4 years, that's going to happen as well. This one, Texiera punches that one through, and it's 3-2 in favor of Park.
It's a lot of fun for these guys, too, especially these seniors that have played against each other for 4 years. You know, it's a very competitive atmosphere, but yet it's a friendly atmosphere at the same time.
Andrew Mack, there he is, dropping it in for the kill. Tying it up at 3. We thought this would be the one to watch, folks, and so far it's shaping up to be just that. Both teams playing tremendous 3-3 tie. It's going to be Derek Abel serving after the down judge. The down ref has a quick conversation with the scores table again.
Probably just verifying everyone's in the right rotation.
And here we go. Abel jump serve. Received by Gossevich. Punching that one over was Fisher. Ajanaku getting his ball dug out. Now firing that one in. You can't stop Hickman. Dropping it in. A big kill for Lindenwood. Maintaining possession.
I don't know if you can see that, Matt. It looked like he was coming in. His arm was coming in. Looked like he was going to go angle. Everyone lined up going angle. He turned his arm and went down the line.
Deception in midair. You have to jump high to be able to do that. Gossevich on the receive, and Ajanaku goes long. Lindenwood still holding on to possession, and I know they like Derek Abel in the serving position. He started that rally for Lindenwood earlier.
He's a very aggressive and consistent server out there.
Kill try from Gossevich being dug out on the Lindenwood side. Good volley here. Aurelio thought about letting it go, or it made it look like he was going to let it go, and he powered it through, getting the point for Park. Here's Gustavo Rocha, serving for Park. Jump serve. Here's Hickman, and his ball is dug out, but it's not going to matter.
They're going to call him underneath the net.
Park will take it, 5-5 tie. Jump serve and netting on that, and stopping a small rally was Rocha. It allows Lindenwood to get some substitutes in. Zambo coming back into the game along with Josh Young. Ryan Nicholas, number 5, also in the middle. Aurelio kill try long. Lindenwood now leads 7-5. Serve from Young. Here's Aurelio getting blocked at the net by Fisher. Trying to dump that one over was Collier. Firing that one down, but stayed alive. Another nice dig by Collier. Horry's going to have to pass this one up, and that's going to be a block and dropped in by Park's Marco Aurelio.
That was a great volley right there. Great defense, covering their hitters, covering their blockers. Makes for an exciting match when they're playing like that.
Sky Gossevich on the jump serve. Received by DePiro. Firing that one. They're going to say it's off of Seydou Ashinaku.
Lindenwood got lucky, got the touch off that one before it went out of bounds.
8-6 in favor of Lindenwood. And it's Lasky set to serve. And this one fired off of DePiro. A big block there for Lindenwood, as now the momentum has shifted. A 3-point lead for the Lions, 9-6. Lasky on the serve. Aurelio tries, but there to follow it up off the block was Collier. But Lindenwood will wind up with the point. Timeout called, 10-6, Lindenwood leads. Park trying to stop the bleeding here. Lindenwood out again, a 4-point lead, 10-6. This is where Lindenwood is dangerous.
Yes, it is, and Park's going to need to get a stop right here. They're going to have to get a side out. Otherwise, this game could be a little out of their reach. But you know, they're only down by 4. But like I said, with the rally scoring, once you have the lead, it's tough to lose that lead if you got a good rhythm going out there.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Lasky punching it over, and there was Aurelio getting blocked initially, but there to finish it off. Good teamwork.
Looks like they called him in the net. That's why Lindenwood got the side out. Looks like he might have caught the net with his chest coming back down.
Good effort nonetheless by Park. So it's 10-6 in favor of Lindenwood. Trying to take advantage, still on service. It's Lasky set to serve. Lasky will back up this time and go for a jump. No, he's going to float it over. Long on the serve, and that's a big break for Park as Lindenwood drops their own momentum, and Aurelio will take over to serve. Aurelio jump serve and over, received by Lasky. Touch up from Dahl. DePiro trying to finish. He drops it over. Firing this one off the block and out on, they're going to say, okay, the referee corrected himself. Initially said it was out on Park, but tipped out of bounds.
I was going to say the down ref was going to have to maybe change that call for.
It is Lindenwood's point. Knowles is into the game to serve. Lindenwood leading here. Down ref making sure they've got all the scoring right there after the initial mistake by the up ref. He corrected himself quickly. Trying to come up with a big game 3. Winner of this game will have a significant advantage in game 4. And we're set.
The one thing Lindenwood has going for them, they do have the fan support here today, and that's a big thing in volleyball. You know, get that momentum going, get the fans cheering behind you, and that goes a long ways in the sport of volleyball.
Knowles on the serve. Hanging in the air. That's going to be Texiera getting the kill off the block. 11-8 in favor of Lindenwood. Here comes Park trying to answer. Eduardo Collier will serve. Park, the #1 seed coming into this game, coming into the tournament. Here's service into the net. Collier drawing the air. Lindenwood trying to take advantage. In fact, Lindenwood, the #4 seed in the tournament. With the last 4 teams, I'm pretty much sure that seeds really don't matter.
That's for sure, especially when it comes down to the Final Four. It really doesn't matter where you're seated at, because it's anyone's game out there.
Eddie Dahl could not return that one, so it's 12-9. Still in favor of Lindenwood. Here's Ajanaku. Jump serve. Receive from Horry in the back row. Tip up from Dahl, and powering it in is Andrew Mack. Powered it straight through Fabricio Texiera. A big kill for Lindenwood. If anything else, powerful kills are going to get your fans even more into this game.
Exactly, and get the team pumped up as well.
And there's a big block by Andrew Mack. What did we talk about? Mack playing the net solid here in game 3. 14-9, here comes Lindenwood.
He's had a great couple outings right here, and they're going to look to go to him when it gets close out there.
A nice tip over by Parks Fabricio Texiera.
Good read over the blockers there.
14-10 in favor of Lindenwood. Vying for game 3. Both teams split this far, 1-1 apiece. Set to serve. Here's Texiera, getting it over. Received by Fisher, and that's going to be a little bit wide for Mack. Mack would have had 3 in a row, 3 big plays in a row, and he would have been pumped. Just missing on that one. So still only a 3-point lead now by Lindenwood. Horry on the receive. Fisher getting blocked by Aurelio. Trying it again. Aurelio there again, and Aurelio wins that battle. Good battle between 2 guys up front. 2-point game. 14-12. Texiera jump serve. Received by Mason. Setting it up. And a touch over from Gossevich. Mason keeps it alive. Here comes Fisher. Ajanaku getting dug out by DePiro. Fisher trying again. Nothing there. A little tip over. Nothing doing for Rocha. Trying to fire that one in, and a kill shot was Hickman. Still keeping it alive here is Park. Another good volley. Alive near the ceiling. It's going to go out, and Park will come up with a big point as they cut it now to within 1.
Park really needed to win that volley right there to kind of get their momentum going, and that was a tough volley to take over. Great defense, great blocking, and Park needed that one to get them going out there.
Set to serve. Here comes from Texiera. It's over. Received by DePiro. Here comes Hickman on the kill try. That's going to go Lindenwood's way. (15-13) in favor of the Lindenwood Lions. Looking to take game 3. They took game 1 early on in this match. It's Abel, one of the better servers for the Lions, and that's going to be an ace.
That was a great aggressive serve right there.
Tough to handle for Texiera. It goes out. 16-13 now, adding to their lead. Abel, jump serve, it's over. And the receive by Collier, and firing that one down was Aurelio. So Park taking over into the hands of Rocha to serve. They're going to take Andrew Mack out of the game. Lindenwood does, and this is the time where Park needs to take advantage of those men up front. Mack, one of the tallest on this Lindenwood team. Here's Nicholas using the block, getting the point. 17-14, Lindenwood lead. Into the game to serve is Josh Young. Young floating it over. Setting up Gossevich, trying to dump it over to the right side. He could not punch it over the net. So Lindenwood coming up with a big point now, leading by 4 once again, 18-14.
That was a great thought. He saw all the blockers moving over to the left side. He was looking to take it right down the net. Couldn't quite get it over there.
Let's serve nearly fell in. Big block by Fisher. Aurelio being set up, fakes, firing this one, and getting blocked was Collier. Lindenwood doing a nice job up front on defense. Fisher calls himself out. He did hit the net. Presses up to it, and Park will take it.
Lindenwood
Is that the case? Lindenwood's going to get this.
Lindenwood's doing an outstanding job out there blocking. They're reading their hitters really well from Park, and you know, right there they had 3 solid blocks. They ended up kind of wearing out Park a little bit. Ended up getting the side out.
I thought maybe that they may have called net on Fisher, but it goes off of Park. So now 19-14, momentum in the favor of Lindenwood. And what's going to be the game plan here for the closing points here in game 3? This is a pivotal game 3.
I tell you what, Lindenwood's going to have to keep serving aggressive and keep blocking out there. That's going to be a key. I think if they keep blocking out there, they're going to wear down Park a little bit with their hitters. And Lindenwood's doing a great job of serving aggressive and keeping it consistently in. I think that's going to be a big key here at the end.
One of their biggest leads of game 3 by 5. Take a look at the final rankings that came out here in men's NAIA Intercollegiate Volleyball. St. Ambrose University, where we are right now, hosting the tournament, getting the automatic bid. They were ranked 10th, but as you can see, Park and Cal Bath on top, the top 2, and also Missouri Baptist and Lindenwood. So the top 4 are the 4 left in the national tournament. The seeds held in the quarterfinals, and that's going to be some exciting volleyball. This game very, very far from over. Nobody running away with this one. That's what we expected.
It's going to be an exciting day, Matt. The next game against California Baptist and Missouri Baptist. California Baptist has always been a real strong team, and Missouri Baptist has kind of come out and kind of surprised a lot of people, so this is going to be a good day.
Neither of those teams have ever met in the regular season this season. Aurelio powering it over Horry, trying to do his best to dig that one out, but he just could not come up with it. 19-15. Park cutting it to 4 now. Here's Gossevich. Set to serve for Park. Jump serve coming. And it's going to go long, well long. Gossevich could not control it. 20-15. First 1 to 20 of the Lions. Here's Lasky, who's set to serve. Lasky floating it over. Received by Ajanaku. This shot going Lindenwood's way, long, and it's going to be Lasky in the serve. 21-15, Lindenwood leading.
Park needs to get some good passes out there to their setter. They're struggling a little bit with that. They're not getting a good set off that to get a good hit.
Ajanaku trying to power that one down. Horry keeping it alive. And here's DePiro. Getting his ball dug out. Firing that one down. It's up in the air. Anybody's game for Park. They're not going to be able to do anything with it. A valiant effort by Texiera, but it does not fall Park's way. 21-15. Here come the Lions, roaring towards the biggest lead they've had in game 3. 7-point lead for the Lions. Lasky floating it over. Received by Texiera. Aurelio trying to power that one down, and this time he uses the block from DePiro and out. So Park coming up with a point there. Aurelio will serve for Park. He gets this one over and just did put it in the right spot. A big service ace in that point.
Park really needed that right there. Kind of get them going a little bit. They're down quite a bit here, you know, being a rally scoring, but hopefully they get a few serves here, get a couple points tacked up on the board.
Aurelio getting the ball over. Here is DePiro powering that one down, and that's a kill. A big kill for DePiro, and Lindenwood taking it once again. 23-17 the score. 7 points away from a big game 3 victory. Knowles will come in to serve here. Trying to start a rally for the Lions. Rally to close this one out. Missouri Baptist and California Baptist both starting to trickle into the stadium to watch whoever will be their opponent in the championship round. Service into the net, no good for Knowles, and Park will have it. 23-18 the score. Lindenwood on top. Received by DePiro, and there is a powerful spike from Mack, and it's going to fall in. Andrew Mack has dominated here in game 3.
That was a great corner shot. Like I said before, those corner shots are hard to receive back there.
Dahl on the serve. Texiera getting that one over, setting it up. They're going to go to Hickman, and Hickman uses the block, punches it through Texiera. And Lindenwood is rolling here on the closing points of game 3. Here comes Ajanaku shooting that corner, and it's long. Ajanaku trying everything he can to get the Park Pirates back up in this one. 26-18 now Lindenwood leads. Dahl on the serve. Received by Collier. Here's Ajanaku firing the kill try. Up, and somehow they dig it over the net. This one's going to go off the stick, and it's going to go the way of Park.
You know, man,
26-19.
I'm really surprised that this third game's kind of ending up the way it is. I figured with Park winning that second game, they'd come out a little more pumped up, a little more disciplined out there, but it's not falling their way again this game.
Ajanaku long on serves once again. 26-19, 27-19 rather, in favor of Lindenwood. Floater over from DePiro. Received by Aurelio. Texiera tries to fire it over, but it's blocked to the net. Keeping it alive, and that one is blocked by Fisher this time, getting on the block. Mason Fisher pulling Lindenwood within 2 points of closing game 3 out, 28-19. Jump serve from DePiro. Received by Collier. And Gosevich just does pass it over. Firing it is Fisher. Good dig by Ajanaku, and there's going to be a timeout on the court. They're going to replay this one. As going down hard was Gustavo Rocha into the up ref stand.
Looks like he might have stepped on one of the Lindenwood players, kind of came down on each other. It happens a lot in men's volleyball, going up aggressive, they get their legs, tangled up underneath the net there. Looks like that's might would have happened there.
28-19. Let's see if Park can try and fight back like they did. Similar situation in game 1, and they pulled to within 5 before Lindenwood closed it out. Here comes Ajanaku out of nowhere and powering that one over Hori. I like that matchup. Ajanaku and Hori, 2 tough players. Ajanaku winning that battle.
They're exciting to watch going at each other out there. Park really needed that to kind of slow Lindenwood down a little bit, hopefully stop him here.
Texiera on the jump serve, getting it over, received by DePiro. Setting up, firing that one down is Hickman. Another kill for Lindenwood. They're 1 point away. Game point coming. 29-20 they lead. For game point, they're going to take out Mack and Hori. Eddie Dahl and Nicholas are in. Here is Abel, the man they want serving game point. And powering up and down for game 3 is Nicholas. And the Lindenwood Lions all over Park, and this one coming away with a 30-20 win in game 3. We go to game 4, even more pivotal than this one, but Lindenwood on a roll. Don't go away, folks. More action coming right here on TV 11. Back at Lee Lohman Arena, Matt Vito with Kristen Vito here in the semifinal round. Park taking on Lindenwood University. Lindenwood up 2-1 on the Park Pirates. You expected a tough game. It has been a tough game, but I'm going to say that I didn't expect Lindenwood to come out as fired up and as dominant as they have over Park in this game. This is a #1 seed that they're toppling so far pretty handily.
Matt, that's exactly right. I thought this match was going to be a lot more struggle, back and forth. And right now, Lindenwood's just playing a little more disciplined than Park is right now. They're making very few mistakes out there, not missing too many serves. Park's missing, a few serves here and there. Just not playing as consistent, as aggressive as Lindenwood is right now. And that's really, that's the whole match right there. And You know, Park's got a big challenge up right now. Lindenwood is fired up out there. They're ready to go. They're playing well. Park's got to come back here, and there's two games left in this match. They got to come out there and play tough. So we'll see how Park does with this.
Stranger things have happened. Down 2-1 is the Park Pirates. So let's see if Lindenwood can close things out. For Coach Young, he'd be very happy with a big win here. He was disappointed with the loss to California Baptist, thought that they could have had him in the quarterfinals. But he's getting his wish here over the #1 seed Park. Could the #1 seed fall in the semifinals? Right now, Lindenwood has the edge to do that. Eddie Dahl will start things off for service.
Also with this, Matt, Lindenwood's got to look at, we're beating the we come in, getting an at-large bid, coming in as seed #4 in this tournament, and they're beating the #1 team coming in here. So that's a lot of momentum coming for them right there.
Yeah, that gets the adrenaline moving, and you can feed off that and feed off your crowd. The Lindenwood crowd has been tremendous. Eddie Dahl on the service. This one, trying to drop it in, almost did to Aurelio. DePiro trying to power it over. Saved up by Seydoux. Horry popping it up now, and here is Hickman getting it over. A nice volley. Ajanaku did a nice job trying to keep it alive. He could not. Quick 1-0 lead for Park.
Great placement.
Lindenwood, rather.
Great placement right there by Lindenwood, hitting that back line. Again, very defensively hard to get back there.
Eddie Dahl on service for the Lions. Wiping up a wet spot on the floor. Helping out, doing some house cleaning as Texiera.
Like I was telling you the other day, Matt, that can be sometimes used as a stall technique. Say there's a wet spot on the floor, kind of, regroup your team at that time, kind of hopefully ice the other team serving. That's might have been what Park was thinking right there.
Ajanaku firing that one past, and Lasky couldn't do anything with it. Ajanaku getting up for that one and getting the kill. 1-1 tie. We're in game 4. The winner of this game will take on the winner of California Baptist and Missouri Baptist. We'll be bringing you that game shortly after this semifinal matchup. Service into the net from Gossevich. And DePiro will take it to serve on the Lindenwood side.
Like I said before this game started, Matt, Park's really got to get those serves in. They've missed quite a few serves this match.
Setting this one up, and going up for that was Collier using the block. Back and forth again. Here comes Park on the attack. It's Aurelio on service. Up and over, received by Fisher. Set up by Dahl, and Mack saw a golden opportunity in the corner, but he couldn't control it. Does go long, and Park maintains possession. Aurelio jump serve. Received by DePiro. Set up by Dahl. This time it's Fisher shooting long. So 2 quick errors by Lindenwood gets Park back into this one. They lead 4-2. Aurelio gets it over. Received by Horry. Up, and a little dump over by Hickman. They're going to give this one to Park.
Gonna call him in the net on that one, underneath the net.
And a timeout called quickly by Lindenwood, sensing this one starting to go into the hands of Park. A good timeout here. 5-2, Lindenwood on top. They know that this is going to be probably the biggest game yet that they've played probably all season. Let's go ahead and say that. I mean, in the national tournament, Lindenwood's going to try and keep the momentum that they've had to try and come up with a big win over Park here.
Right, that's a good timeout right there, granted it's only 5-2, but yet you don't want to keep that momentum building. So they figured call timeout here, regroup, come up with a strategy against them, and maybe kind of slow Park down a little bit. This is definitely probably the biggest game of the whole match right here. They can either win it, go home, or, go 5th game where it can go down to anybody.
It's always the biggest game of the year coming down to the end, isn't it?
Exactly.
There you see our next matchup at 2 p.m. Shortly following this one, California Baptist, the #2 seed, taking on the #3 seed Missouri Baptist Spartans. California Baptist, one of the favorites to win this one, but so far the way Lindenwood has been playing is showing signs that they will be right there to take on whoever happens to win. If Park cannot hold on to this one, Lindenwood just overpowering. Eddie Dahl coming up with it. And now it's going to be a 5-3 score, Lindenwood on service. Don't count out the Pirates yet. Here comes Abel. Jump serve into the net. It's going to be 6-3 now in favor of Park.
That's surprising that he actually missed a serve right there. He's been serving so aggressive and so consistent today. I think that's about the first serve I've seen him miss get this match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that as well. Here's Collier, jump serve. Over and trying to shoot the corner. He could not drop it in. Lindenwood will take over. Here's Josh Young, set to serve for the Lions. He'll float this one over. Received by Aurelio. Set up and trying to drop that one in was Texiera, and he does. A little tip over, he gets it to fall in. Seven to 4 in favor of Park. Ajanaku on the serve. Here it comes. He uses the net, but it was received by Fisher. Fisher now punches it over. Firing that is Gosevic. Good block up front by Nicholas. Ajanaku fires that one in. And Park now showing much sign of life. 8 to 4 they lead.
Park's definitely got the momentum going on here. They're hitting well, serving aggressive.
Nicholas trying to dump it over, but it's kept alive by Park. Ajanaku, powerful spike, and in self-defense it was DePuro hitting that one out. Ajanaku starting to play his game.
Park's looking real good right now. They're playing consistent, very disciplined out there. This is what they needed in this game.
Ajanaku on the serve again. That one is going to drop in, and here he comes. You knew he would start to take fire in this game, and Seydou Ajanaku is starting to show that. Let's see if he can keep it up for the Park Pirates, who are in desperate need of a big game win here. Ajanaku, jump serve. Received to Piro. That a big dump over by Texiera. He gets a little help from his friends, and Park is pumped. A timeout called. Ron Young sensing Park starting to run away now in game 4. 11 to 4 the score. This is what the Pirates needed.
Exactly, man. We were just talking about this in the break, They're big on, he had to come out here sooner or later, Like I said, he might have just been tired from a long day yesterday, and confidence-wise just didn't have it, but a player like that has that much ability and that talented, there's no way he's going to stay quiet for the whole match.
If you're Coach Young right now for Lindenwood, you know your team has played solid up to this point. What is your message right now for your team to try and keep them up?
Basically, serve receive right now. We got to get a good pass up to that center and put the ball away, kind of get a side out. That's going to be the key right now, is slowing his serve down, get a good pass to that center so they can run something and get the side out off a good kill.
Well, let's see if Park can continue what's been, what you might venture to say, the biggest momentum swing yet of this game. Ajanaku is on fire, getting some help from Texiera as well. They've accounted for 3 kills in a row. 11 to 4, they lead here in game 4. Lindenwood leads 2-1 as far as the match is concerned. 2 games to 1 over Park. Park trying to send it to game 5 with a big win here. Ajanaku jump serve. It's over, received by DePuro. Set up by Dahl. Firing that one is Fisher, and it's long. Park continues. Park is enjoying Ajanaku in the service position here.
He's serving very aggressive, serving hard, and getting that ball right in that court.
Ajanaku over. Firing that one with a big block by Texiera up front with help from Gosevic.
I'm telling you, man, isn't it amazing how the momentum has just switched? They're playing outstanding right now, blocking well, and looks like 2 totally different teams all of a sudden.
Ajanaku, a jump serve, over. Received. Here comes Lindenwood, firing that and another big block. Here come the Pirates. Fabricio Texiera, another big block. And don't forget about Ajanaku on the serve. Another jump serve. Here it comes, and he finally nets, stopping the momentum and stopping the rally. But Park still does have very good control of this one, up 14 to 4. Ajanaku, a tremendous flurry on the service position.
He did a great job getting those Park players back into it. Tell you what, like I said, best 3 out of 5. This is only game 4 right here.
Keep in mind, Ajanaku is also of freshman status on this team, playing like a senior. Setting it up, Ajanaku on the spike, and that one is going to drop in. 15-5.
Lindenwood coaches are arguing that, but that looked good to me right in that corner shot. I knew they were going to go to him. He's playing great right now. You might as well go to your best player that's playing well right now. He's consistent, and he's getting things done out there, so that's a great shot.
Fabricio Texier on the serve. Jump serve, here it comes. Hitting the net, DePiro receives. Set up by Dahl to DePiro for the spike, and there's going to be net coming. This one's going to go up against Park. Lindenwood picking up now a point, 15-6. Park leads this one. They've had it since the outset. How important is it to be playing from on top the entire game?
Exactly. You know, you have the upper hand, staying in the lead, and the rally scoring, you know, one serving error or one hitting error. And
Ronaldo Knowles is going to try and get things going for the Lions. Down by 9. He gets it over. And a little dump off. Nothing there for Rocha. And this one is going to go long, but they're going to call net on Park. Is that what the call is?
Yep, they're calling net on Park right there.
So Knowles will continue to serve for the Lions. 15-7, Park leads. Knowles a jump serve. And then another dump off by Goswick. Slapped right back in his face. Ajanaku is blocked this time by Andrew Mack. Smart move by Lindenwood, getting Andrew Mack back into that game, who's played solid defense today. Knowles, jump serve. It's over. Received by Texiera. Mack trying to power it down, nothing there. There is Aurelio. Hadn't called his name for a while. You knew he'd be back as he powers that one down for the kill. And Park is back in control now. Rocha will serve. 16-8. Park leads this one. Rocha jump serve. Received by DePiro. Eddie Dahl sets up DePiro. Ajanaku with a dig. And there, powering that one down is Texiera. Nice job by Horry in the back row. Aurelio tries, staying in it, keeping it alive. A big dig by Hickman. Hickman sets it up. Now Dahl sets it to DePiro. Over, long volley here. Ajanaku fires that one long. And Lindenwood, well deserving of that point, as they had guys on the floor digging and setting up.
They definitely worked hard for that one. Great defense out there, hustling all over the court. They definitely deserve that point.
Dahl jump serve. Setting it up, here is Ajanaku. Horry punches it back, and powering that one in the face of Lasky. Not much you can do there. And Eduardo Collier dropping that one in.
That's the one thing with these two teams, man. You don't want to give them something easy, an easy pass over, because they're going to come right back at you with a hard hit.
Gosevich on the serve, nets it. So Park starting to self-destruct here, giving Lindenwood some second chances. 17-10, Park still leads. Lindenwood has been playing out of the basement this entire game. There's Aurelio getting blocked by Hickman. This time it's Collier getting blocked. But Andre Osmond arguing his case, trying to say that it tipped off of Collier before it went out of bounds. Park has possession, 18-10 they lead. And now the down ref is going to have a conversation with the line judge.
I really think blocking is going to be the big key for Lindenwood today. If they're blocking well, they're reading the hitters well, and that's going to be the big key for them if they want to come out and win this match. Just keep that blocking up.
Jump serve coming, it's Aurelio getting it over. Here comes a spike from Hickman and blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds. Losing Ajanaku. 18-11 the score. Lindenwood starting to fight back now. Here's their server, Derek Abel. Started many a rally in this one for the Lions. Here comes Collier trying to shoot that corner, but he's long. Abel will continue to serve. 18-12 the score. Here's Abel into the net. Uncharacteristic of him again, netting twice in this game. Only 2 errors.
And they've been back-to-back as well as that, so
So Abel will come out of this game. And it's going to be Collier. Jump serve. Setting up is Texiera. Here comes Ajanaku, powering that one off the block. Park now coming up with a big point. They have an 8-point lead. 20-12. Park on top, the #1 seed, trying to stay alive here in the national tournament. Collier. Jump serve. That one's going to net. So Park gives it away. 20-13 the score.
Park's doing a good job this game of not letting Lindenwood get too close to him, or the past couple of games they've let them kind of get real close, tie it up, and then even get a couple points ahead. But Park's doing a good job kind of keeping at the lower level here.
Josh Young will serve. Floats it over. Received by Aurelio. Here comes a kill try. Nothing there for Texiera, but there is plenty there for Ajanaku, who drops that one in.
That's a huge play for Park. Got Lindenwood's defense off balance, came back down at him with a huge kill.
21-13. Jump serve. Ajanaku netting this time. Park just giving it away in the airs. Lasky into the game. He will serve. Lasky, a float server. Firing that one over is Texiera, using the block and out. Zambo frustrated as he just comes into the game. And we will leave Hickman and Eddie Dahl back in for Lindenwood. 22-14. It's Park on the move. Texiera on the receive by Lasky. DePiro fires that one down. A nice kill. 22-15. Park still maintaining that lead, but Knowles is back into the game for service.
I think right now Lindenwood's going to want to go to Zambo. He's a very consistent hitter. He's got, he's got 4 years experience out there, a good leader out there, and so I think they're going to want to go to him these next couple side outs.
It's DePiro firing it over, and Texiera could not handle it. It's out of, and it's going to be 22-16 now. Lindenwood starting to make a push. If Lindenwood wins this game, they will advance to the championship game. They're down by 6, keeping it alive. Zambo heading over and fighting for it, and it's a free pass, free ball over by Mack, and there is Gossevich shooting long. A big error for Park as Lindenwood now is back in the driver's seat. 22-17, they're down, but they do have the momentum. We talk about momentum almost like it's your 7th player.
Exactly, and it really is in the game of volleyball.
Knowles firing it over. Here's Ajanaku. Not much you can do there. (23-17) Park. Park 7 away from picking up game 4. Lindenwood trying to slam the door on that. Service into the net from Rocha. Eddie Dahl trying to get his team fired up. He serves. Dahl up and over. Firing that is Aurelio. And at the net is Mack. This one's going to go Park's way now. (24-18), Park leading. Service from Gossevich. Here's DePiro. Good dig in the Park end, and slapping that one down in the face of Park was DePiro, and the refs are going to have a conversation about this one.
We're not quite sure who the ball went off of. It went off Zambo, or trying to think who else was up there. They're going up there, both playing aggressive. My call is up here that I feel it's Lindenwood's ball. I think Zambo had the
take a look here.
Head off the block. Oh, it might have hit the antenna out there, though. That's going to be a tough call. They may have to call a replay on that one.
So the up and down refs discussing as to what they're going to do here. If they call a replay, you're going to Hear a lot of angry fans, I have a feeling.
Yes, I think you're going to hear a lot of angry fans either way this is called.
24-18, Park has the lead, and this is a big point. To give credit to referees for talking this one through.
Something like this, you just don't want to go, with, you want to make sure you guys are both agreeing on the call.
They're going to call in the two players involved, Gossevich and DePuro. Wish we had a mic on the up ref here to see what he's going to call. They're going to call a replay.
Smart call right there. Something like that is too tough to call. Got to go with the replay.
So they'll do it over, 24-18. Gossevich will serve. Gossevich serving for Park. A big few points coming down the stretch here in game 4. Referees send it back in action. Here we go. Jump serve from Gossevich. Received by Horry. Up to Mack, and Mack makes his presence felt. Getting that one at Texiera.
Tell you what, when they have to decide most valuable player of this tournament, I would not want to be on that deciding board because there's some great players out here today.
Absolutely right. Big shot from Aurelio, a kill for Park that they needed. 25-19. Still anybody's game here. DePuro saying just that, trying to keep his team up here. Jump serve from Aurelio. Set up, firing that one into the block was Osman. Here's Hickman getting caught up with Ajanaku. Now firing that one off the block, using it. Park gets another point. Eduardo Collier on that one. 26-19. Park inching ever closer to that game 5.
I don't know, Matt, the way I'm looking right now, it's going to go 5 games. It's going to be a great 5th game. That's where we're going.
I think that's what we expected at the outset of this one. Hitting the net on the serve is Aurelio. Just keeping it alive was Osman. But now Lindenwood's going to come up with this one. 26-20. Now they're going to put Abel in to serve. Can Abel rally back down 6 to come up with a big win for the Lions? Let's see. Jump serve. Received from Gossevich. Firing that one over, and Texiera knew he had it long right when he hit it. Ajanaku sensing the importance of these next volleys. Jump serve from Abel. Received from Gossevich. It's up. Ajanaku fires long. Was it tipped? No. Hickman says he did not tip it. Referees agree. It goes out, and it's a 26-22 game. How about this?
Maybe I spoke too soon on that last comment, man.
Wow. Derek Abel has started things up for Lindenwood once again. Ajanaku fires that one in. He silences it quickly. We talked about Ajanaku being a player in the final games of this game, and that is just what he has done. A tremendous job from that young man. 27-22. Eduardo Collier on the serve. It's up and received by DePuro. Set up by Dahl. Nothing they can do there. Double hit.
Gonna call double hit on that one.
28-22, a 6-point Park lead. Mason Fisher is into this game. He replaces Osman. And it's Collier serving for Park. Collier up and netting it. That's a big net for Park, as now Lindenwood has possession. 28-23. Josh Young will serve. Here comes Ajanaku firing it, and just getting his hand on that was DePuro.
Getting the touch call on that, that's huge. Tell you what, I think we're going 5 games here, Matt.
Unbelievable game you're seeing here in the semifinal round. 29-23, Ajanaku who else but to try and end this one with a jump serve. It's up, and he does just that.
I was just about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an ace serve right here, and that's what he just did.
Seydou Ajanaku closes it out for Park. We're going to game 5. Park taking it 30-23 in game 4. It's all locked up. Don't go away, folks. We have more action right here on TV 11. Back at Lee Lohman Arena, Matt Vito with Kristen Vito. As you see, a back and forth match. Park University coming back to rally in a big way, knocking off Lindenwood in game 4. We go to a pivotal game 5. The winner of this will go to the championship, and they will take on the winner of Missouri Baptist and California Baptist. They will be right here on TV 11 immediately following this game at 2 p.m. It's slated for 2 p.m. And the way the national tournament works actually is the game time is the set time. If a game should go over, like this one is going to game 5, that's just how it's going to go. Missouri Baptist and California Baptist will have less time to warm up. So we will start at 2 p.m. for the next semifinal round. But this one here, let's enjoy the fun here. Seydou Ajanaku having an incredible game 4. That's the way that you expected him to play.
Oh, exactly. Like we said before, Matt, he's just too good of a player to be quiet the whole match. And tell you what, he came out when they needed him, and he came on strong. And I tell you what, like I said before, I was going to be disappointed if this didn't go 5. These are two great teams, and this is going to be a battle right here. This is deciding factor right here. Whoever wins stays, the other one goes home.
First to 15.
Exactly.
All right.
They will switch sides halfway through the game, and that way they can't say one side was...
Right, and that was pointed out by our director here. He says that nobody has won. A good point. Nobody has won on the right side of the court, as you see it from our cameras. So Lindenwood trying to break that jinx here. They're going to start off on that right side, and they will switch at 15. Here we go, folks. Service from Gosevich. It's up and over. Hori on the receive. Firing it over is DePiro. And that one, a diving effort, a tremendous effort by Rocha to keep this one alive. Here's DePiro. Textiera keeps it going. There's Ajanaku firing it off the block. And that's a Park kill. It's hard to beat a team 4 times, and that is what Park is thinking about right now. They're on fire. Textiera, jump serve, receive from Hori. Setting it up, here's DePiro, and that one's gonna fall in off the block. 1-1 tie. You don't play your game any differently in the 5th game?
Exactly. Exactly. You keep playing, keep doing what was going right for you in the first 4 games, and everything counts here. You gotta make sure you keep everybody on the same page, everyone communicating. Very few errors.
1-1 tie. Here's Dahl on the serve. Jump serve, it's over. Receive from Gosevich. Here's a powerful spike from Seydou Ajanaku, sending Hori backwards. It was a good dig by Hori. They actually got a second hit out of it, but could not punch it over.
Almost had a play on the net, just couldn't quite get the bounce off the net out there.
2-1. Park leads. Aurelio. Getting it over here now is Hickman. Hickman powering that one off the block. He'll get a kill for that. 2-2. Just expected it to go this way. Trading points. Wiping up the floor. Here we go. Trying to regroup things here. Service over the net. Ajanaku blocked. They're going to set it up. This time it's on the near side. Dropping that one in is Collier for the kill. And Park takes service over. Past 3 points have come off the serve. On the receiving end.
Park's playing very aggressive right now, and they need to do that. They want to win this match.
Collier. Jump serve, and he nets it. Lindenwood side knew it immediately. Eddie Dahl trying to get his guys pumped. Nicholas comes into the game. Abel will come to that service position. Derek Abel. Jump serve. Hits the net, drops it in front. Nice stop by Gossevich. And powering that one over is Textiera. Back and forth, 4-3 the score. Seydou Ajanaku on the serve. His service in game 4 got Park where they are right now. Set up from Hickman, punched over from Osmond. A little tap, nearly dropped in by Textiera. Here's Hickman with the kill. Hickman getting up for that one, dropping it in. And now the past 5 points, I do believe, have come from the receiving end. Trading serves back and forth. And that's the rally score system. You're going to get points for that. It's not side out.
That's what makes this game so exciting. Like I said before, everything counts out there, and you just got to work extra hard.
Powerful try. But it's off of Lindenwood. Trying to do a nice job getting up there for the block. It's going to go off of them. Park now takes it. 5-4, trading points all the way since it was 2-2. Jump serve from Textiera. Receive from DePiro. Set up, here's Osmond, and that one is going to be long. Just over the head of Gossevich. He let that one go. And finally, the streak of receiving points is done. It's 6-4, a 2-point lead for Park. Jump serve from Gossevich. Rather, that's Textiera. Here now is Osmond trying for the kill. They're going to say this one was tipped at the net by Aurelio. So, Lindenwood has possession again. Lasky will serve. Lasky, a float server. Let's see if he'll jump float here. He's going to back up. Pops it over. There's Aurelio trying to power it through, but Nicholas and Zambo were there for the block. Ajanaku couldn't get that one over. Gossevich taps it over. Keeping it alive. Here's Ajanaku powering it through. 3 blocks and down.
So what, that is a great hit, trying to get through 3 blockers like that. That's very tough to do. He did a great job. You can see right here in the replay, went right between the outside and the middle blocker right there. He read that opening and took it to him.
7-5, Park leads. A barn burner at Lee Lohman Arena in the semifinals. Textiera on the serve. Set up by Dahl. Dahl sets up to Puro, but a good dig. Ajanaku fires it over. Nicholas, he uses the block, gets it to fall out. 8-5, Park leads.
This is where they're going to switch sides here, Matt.
So they will switch it up. Park leading 8-5. All you expected in this game.
This one's definitely going down the wire,
and whoever wins this game deserves it. They have played their hearts out on this one.
They definitely have. They've seen great hustle on both sides of the court. Hitting aggressive, serving aggressive. This has been a fun game to watch, fun match to watch.
Gustavo Rocha will jump serve. It's up and over. Dig out from Horry. Firing that one in a big block by Gossevich. Here come the Pirates trying to steal away what looked like a Lindenwood win by game 3. Lindenwood led this match 2-1, 2-1 at one point, and had a significant lead in that game 4, but Seydou Ajanaku came out of nowhere. You knew he was there, you knew he would do something, and he has gotten Park to this position now, leading 9-5 in game 5.
Definitely, he came out at the right time, peaked at the right time, and I'll tell you what, Lindenwood's got a tough road ahead of him right now. Park's pumped up, 5th game, only going to 15 this time, got less time to come back, so Lindenwood's got a long road to travel right here.
Only 6 points away from destiny in the championship are the Park University Pirates. Let's see what happens here. 9-5. These teams have been back and forth all game. Expect the unexpected. You never know. Gustavo Rocha will serve. Serving for Park. Park getting the lineup set. And here we go. Roshan, a jump serve. Up and over, received by Lasky. Set up by Dahl. Here's DePiro spiking it. A nice save by Seydoux. This one up, it's Dahl setting up DePiro again, spiking that one off the block and out. And here come the Lions, 9-6. Hold everything. And now you're gonna see him bring in the big guy, Andrew Mack in the middle for some added offense and defense.
This could be a turning point right here for Lindenwood and get that big guy out front.
Knowles jump serve, received by Gosevic. Set up. Here's a powerful try by Ajanaku, but long. He hadn't made many mistakes until that one for the past 2 games. Knowles will try and take advantage of that in the service position. 9-7 the score. Jump serve. Up, received by Gosevic. And Aurelio tries to power it through. Pancake on the floor, keeps it alive. Setting that one over with Zambo. Here is Textiera. Keeping it going, and the dig is Ajanaku. And that one dropped in the kill by Eduardo Collier. 10-7, 5 points away from victory, but Lindenwood is right there behind. 10-7, Park leads.
So what, I feel bad for whoever doesn't win this match because they're playing outstanding. Both these teams are playing so aggressive, so tough, not giving up.
On the receive, it's Horry. Tapping it over his Mac. He does it again. This time he dumps it in.
He did a great job getting up there reading. He saw that he was going to have a double block up there. Got up over that block, tipped it around him. Great job of reading the court.
10-8 in favor of Park. Wiping up the floor. Here's maybe that little stall technique by Collier. Getting things settled. They're in a big position here. Up by 2. Lindenwood serving. It's Eddie Dahl. Dahl serves. Up and over. Received by Gosevic. Set up. Here's Ajanaku using the block. 11-8 the score. Seydoux Ajanaku getting another kill to his credit. 11-8 the score. Park on top of the Lions. Aurelio, service over. Here's DePiro with an amazing kill, letting out a grunt as he hit that one.
Like I said before, you know, they're going to go to him. He's a senior. He's been here, he's been in these situations before. They're going to go to him out there.
He is serving 11-9. Tip up, Ajanaku answers with a big kill of his own. 12-9. 3 points behind are Lindenwood, and 3 points away from victory are the Pirates.
I don't know if I was the Lindenwood coach. I might be calling a timeout right here, especially after that play.
Well, Coach Young is giving as much time as he can, wanting an explanation from the down judge here.
Which is good to kind of get the guys time to regroup.
What do you think the discrepancy is here from Coach Young?
Well, I'm thinking that he might have, you know, there was a play earlier they talked about that he might have gone over the block when he was trying to set. That or he might have gone underneath the net after, you know, while the play was still in. It's tough to say right now. I'm not quite sure what they're...
Yeah, DePiro is pleading his case as well to the up ref.
Right.
Still pleading with him, and he's... shows that might be what they are arguing. He's putting his hands up. Maybe he said that he didn't put him over.
Right, because he can't break the plane when the ball's in action. He can't break the plane of the net. That might be what they're talking about. Kind of looks like that might be what they're talking about right here. You want to be careful, too, in a situation like this as a player. You don't want to get a yellow card in a situation like this. You got to kind of keep your emotions under control, too.
Here we go, folks. 12-9, Park leads. They serve, looking to go to the championship. Eduardo Collier set to serve for the Pirates. Jump serve. It's up and it's over. There's a big spike from Osman. A big dig from Ajanaku. He spikes it back into the face of DePiro. And that's going to be 4 hits and another point for Park. 13-9, they're 2 away.
think Coach is going to call timeout here. That he does. It's a good call timeout right here. Get him slowed down a little bit.
Is there any kind of tactic right here that you can employ if you're Lindenwood to try and throw anything off right now, or is they're just setting their game?
Basically, you know, Park's just coming out here aggressive. Lindenwood needs to get their blocks up there. A little more communication, I think. And I mean, they're playing tough. They're just not getting the breaks out. Park's playing great right now, so Lindenwood just needs to pick up the defense a little bit, and I think they'll be all right. It's a long game, you know. Park only has 2 more points to go, but both these teams have been playing so well. It's going to come down a little bit more than this, I think.
A long game. These guys have to be tired. Park, they've used the same starting 6 the entire game.
But it comes down to mental toughness as well right here, Matt. You know, going 5 games, your body gets tired. That's when your mind starts getting a little tired, too. You got to keep your mind into it.
The winner of this game will get a rest before they have to play the championship at 7 p.m. right here on TV 11. Jump serve from Collier. Set up from Dahl. Osmond kills it. Lindenwood staying right there. It's 13-10.
Like I said, it's a long way from over yet. Have their best server. Lindenwood has their best server going back right now, hopefully to get a few consistent serves from him.
It's in the hands of Derek Abel. Jump serve. Receive from Aurelio. Set up. And Ajanaku uses the block. 14-10. 1 point away from victory.
This could be it right here, Matt. Lindenwood's got to stay confident. You know, it's not over till it's over. They got to stay confident and hopefully get a side out right here.
14-10. And how fitting, Seydou Ajanaku will serve this point. Game point, match point. Here it comes. It's over, and that is going to do it. But not without quick controversy. The referees
they're saying
have not signaled. Is this game over? Yes, it is. Park celebrating, and Park will go to the championship to face off against California Baptist and Missouri Baptist.
Lindenwood's arguing that number 8 ran in front of one of their players as he was trying to go and get the ball. So we're kind of seeing what they're going to say about that.
They're trying to, now that's a rule that has been installed.
That was just
the
changed
pursuit
this year,
rule just changed this year, where you can chase after the ball if it goes to the left side of the stick or the outside of the stick. You can chase it to try and get it back. Take a look at the replay. See what we have here.
Well, I don't know how you're going to call that. Number 5 was in pursuit after it. 8 ran in front of him.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the discussion is going to go to no avail. The down judge and up ref are discussing, and there's the official ruling. It is official. The Park University Pirates are going to go to the championship game, and you hate to have it happen on a controversial call, but Park played their heart out. They deserved this game. Lindenwood played their heart out. Maybe they deserved it as well. I mean, either team that won this game would have been good competition in the championship. So congratulations to both those teams. First to Lindenwood for getting this far. They played a tremendous game. They played their heart out today. Park just a little bit better, Kristen. You got to admire.
Yep, and you know, like we said before, you know, Lindenwood's beaten them 3 times, and like you said, you know, in tournament play, you never know what can happen. And Park came back and played a great match. They came back in that 4th game, really stepped it up, played aggressive, played smart, played pretty consistent. And you know, it's too bad there has to be a loser in this match here.
Well, Lindenwood victorious. Or rather, Lindenwood falling to Park, 30-22. Lindenwood took the first game, and you thought at that point, at 2-1, Lindenwood had all the momentum in the world. Your final thoughts on this one? Park just came right back.
That's just it. Park came back a little more aggressive. You know, their number 1 player just came out and just played outstanding the last 2 games, and that's really what brought Park back into this match, was when you get your best player out there, not playing so well in the first couple games, it gets hard to get into it, but when he comes back out there and just plays aggressive, plays a great match, gets the rest of the team fired up, and that's what it came down to. The team got fired up. They weren't going to come out, you know, losing on this one. They knew they were the number 1 seed. They didn't want to get shut down from that.
All right, Kristen, we'll do it again a little later.
Sounds great.
All right, and so the Park University Pirates will advance to tonight's championship game, and their opponent will be determined in today's other semifinal matchup featuring California Baptist versus Missouri Baptist. Live coverage starts right here on TV 11 at 2 p.m. And then tonight, a national champion will be determined at 7 p.m. come in person to Lee Loman Arena to check it out. The finest men's volleyball that the NAIA has to offer. You saw that in this first game for sure. And of course, tonight's title game will be live right here on TV 11 starting at 7 p.m. TV 11 and St. Ambrose University, your home for the Tachikara NAIA National Volleyball Championships. We'll be back, folks, with more action at 2 p.m. The Missouri Baptist Spartans will clash against the California Baptist Lancers.